I've joked about being a TikTok refugee, but I was actually an American refugee in 2013 for several hours. When I first moved to Buffalo, my co-fellow and I went out for Thai food, and I was gonna go home to the dorm room we were subletting, but I decided to drive by the house we were getting ready to close on. And so I tried to take a turn and get on the I-190, and I ended up taking a turn, I think it was a wrong turn in retrospect, and going over this beautiful bridge. And I get halfway over the bridge and I look up and there's a gigantic sign that says Canada. And it's like an hour-long wait to get up to the checkpoint. And I don't have my passport. I have myself, my car, and some Thai food. I now have an hour to perseverate on what I'm going to say to the border agent. So I finally get up and I just word vomit. I took a wrong turn. I went out. I just moved here. I'm trying to get to my house. I don't know where I'm going. I'm trying to get to the 190. And he gets really angry and he says, "What's so bad about being here?" And I lost it. I just started crying and I was like, "I just want to go home. I am so sorry." And he apologized because he's Canadian. And he said, "Just go past the booth here, park in the little parking lot. You're going to go into the building. They're going to give you a piece of paper. And then you're going to you can just make a U-turn and go back." I go park. I go into the building. The people in the building were super nice. I'm still trying to compose myself. They're super nice. They take my license, which has first name, middle name, maiden name, last name on the second line. They write down my information from my Florida driver's license about my Florida car. And they say, "All right, you're going to pull forward. There's a place that you can make a U-turn and you're going to head back across into the United States." And I thank you. I'm extremely grateful. They were super, super nice. Get back in the car, go back, U-turn, go back over the bridge, which now I'm not enjoying the scenery going over the bridge quite as much as I initially was the first time I went over it. I get back, there's another probably 2-hour line at the checkpoint to get back into the United States. So I sit in my car, and as I'm sitting in my car, I look at the piece of paper, which I now realize has first name, middle name, maiden name, no last name. I have a refugee form that doesn't have my correct name on it. I'm driving an out-of-state car. I don't have my passport. I've got 2 car seats in the back seat and no kids. This doesn't look well, and I don't think this is going to end well. It's close to 2 hours before I got up to the U.S. Border Patrol, and they asked for my passport, and I said, "I don't have it, but here's a refugee form and my driver's license that don't match." And he said, "Ma'am, where are the children? I got some car seats in here." And I said, "Yeah, they're in Florida." And he said, "Ma'am, could you step out of the car, please?" I said, "I saw that coming." I spent another hour and a half at that booth. There was a calling of the manager. They searched my car. They briefly searched me. It was a very respectful pat down. There was lots of talking, and I eventually was allowed to proceed back into the motherland. In total, it was about a 5-hour ordeal, all because I made a wrong turn. I'm not entirely sure there's a lesson here, but if you see signs for something that's duty-free and you don't have your passport, consider turning around.